and still.
Oh my God. Hey.
Wow.
Okay. What a pretty cup. Oh, teas galore.
Oh, that's really nice.
Lola, are you
Yeah.
joking? Did you get one?
That looks lovely.
No, I didn't.
Eh.
How could that happen? So did you not
Fine.
sign it, Lola?
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Honestly, as long as everyone has, it's fine. It's fine. Wow, this is really nice.
Whatever school.
Please, could you just check a few people phoning? They can't get on.
Yeah, everybody who's queued is in, but no one waiting.
Can I ask this? Someone that's got two devices together. You can only have one device because it's interferes with the sound, the frequency. So just have one of your devices on either your laptop, your phone, or your iPad or whatever. Please, not more than one, else we have to mute everyone. Can I mute everyone for now, please?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome to the Lois. I make one to you.
That's a lot. I'm not sure whether I'm there or not. That's a lot. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure whether I'm in. Oh, this must cost a lot of money, man. What did I make to this? It's a lot. Thank you so much.
Lovely. We've got milk, we've got tea.
Everything.
Thank you.
Really?
Very lovely. Very nice.
Thank you so much. It's a lot. Even toilet stuff. Oh my goodness. God bless you. More than enough. Thank you. More biscuits. Oh my goodness. God bless you.
Wow. You're welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
You're all welcome. Yes.
Beautiful. I am surprised that you didn't think we were going to want this.
It's fine.
Roses. Favorite flowers, roses.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Okay.
So I'm guessing everyone has made themselves a cup of tea, right?
Yeah, I've got my coffee here.
Okay.
Tea party.
Okay, good. I'm trying to see everyone's display, but I guess I'll be seeing that later. I can only see Janet Parks, and she's sitting comfortably with a tea and the
I'm going to be naughty today.
Wow, yeah. Dolores?
Yes.
Wow, you're really enjoying the sunshine out
Mint
there.
tea.
Wow. Who else is there? Some people have put themselves on mute, but I can't tend to see most people, even though we have quite a few people on. I can see Elsie Anderson.
Noises in the background.
Hi. Hi.
You're all right.
Hello. I'm eating.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. We're going to start now.
Lola, are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
How are you?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Elsie Anderson. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Thank you so much.
Hi, Lola. Nice to see you.
Nice to see every one of you as well. Beverly smiling, chilling over where she is. I can see everyone. So I'm just waiting for Dorothy so we can start.
Sister Dolores, you're looking lovely.
I know.
Everybody is so beautiful.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
thank you.
Nice to see you all.
Mr. Elsie Sunderland, I can see
Sister
you.
Annette,
Hello.
how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Good, good.
See
Thank
Olga
you.
as well. I can see Olga.
I'm not able to use my laptop because it's not on the thing.
Okay.
I'm not up to
Excellent.
it.
Sister
Okay.
Laura just had to come out and back in because she's hearing a really loud noise on the line.
Hmm.
Is anyone else? Has everyone else got very decent sound quality?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
fine now, yeah.
All
A bit
right.
of crackling
I'll
now.
just wait for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when Sister Dorothy was on earlier, there was a high-pitched noise coming
Yeah.
from somewhere.
Okay.
I'll try again.
Okay. So as soon as she comes on, we're going to start because we're time conscious
Okay.
and we have quite a few
Only
things
seeing
to
my
achieve
friends.
Annette,
today.
Sister
Nobody else.
Jeanette. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice
Is
to
she
see
back
some
on?
familiar faces.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Is she back on?
No, she's not back yet, funny enough.
Okay.
Let me phone her.
Okay. So I'm just gonna start, right?
Yeah.
So that we can follow the program in terms of the time. Once again, welcome everyone.
Thank
Good
you.
afternoon. My name is
Welcome. Good
Lola.
afternoon.
It's really nice to see all you wonderful ladies for the relaunch of our afternoon tea titled Empowered to Engage. Can I just confirm that everyone got a package?
Yes.
So far?
Yes.
Thank
No.
you very much. Yeah, that's just normally if the situation of the crisis wasn't there, it would have been in a nice environment, the property and sauce and all that. But we have to make do with virtual afternoon tea. But thank you for taking time out. As we all know, we had the launch in February, I believe, early this year, and we're able to discuss what the project is all about, what the aim is, what the objective is, to reduce isolation, to just give people, most of the ladies and gentlemen as well, the time, like a kind of breakout to just relax and just, have what we call an afternoon tea. So in order to move forward now, we have to utilize video conferencing, e.g. the Zoom. So even though we are far away from each other, we're still present together in this medium. So I can tend to see everyone. I can see your background. I could see the lovely houses you all have there. And, just taking that 2 hours out of your busy schedule to just relax, to just take a cup of tea, pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
For today being the relaunch, as the package says, we have a guest speaker amongst us that would come and talk to us. But I'm just going to hand over to Caroline to do a bit of housekeeping. Even though we are in our respective homes, we still need to do a bit of housekeeping. She's going to tell you guys more about it, the sound, e.g., moving around, all of those things. Whatever she's not able to cover, I'm going to just bring to our notice. Before I forget, this meeting is being recorded. So I don't know if when you guys were logging in, it would have told you that the meeting is being recorded. And along the line, pictures will be taken. Can you just please let us know if you don't want your pictures to be taken? Also for monitoring purpose as well, we just need to evidence what it is that we're doing. So, Sister Caroline, can you just do a bit of the housekeeping before we move forward?
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hello,
So glad
sister.
that you're here for this Zoom meeting.
Thank you.
Some of you haven't been able to come onto a Zoom meeting before and are new to Zoom. just let us know if you want to send any messages through. There's a chat facility. But the main thing is, if you've got noise or people on in the background especially, please mute your microphone and then you can unmute it when you're about to talk. My job is to look and make sure that if you want to talk, I can see your hand waving so I can alert whoever's speaking that you want to talk. So just to make sure that you are all heard. So feel free, keep muted, and then if you want to talk, just wave and I will make sure that somebody sees it, okay? If you need to move around at all, just to avoid distraction, stop your video like this and then come back when you finish moving around, just to avoid distraction. We are going to have distraction because we sent out at least 31 packages like this. We sent out at least 31 of these, and so far we've got 18 on the line. So we are definitely going to be disturbed by latecomers. So as much as we can do once we're in the room now will really help everybody. Have you all got your packages right near you? Are you happy with? I'm happy with mine. I got mine. I just opened it. So in terms of housekeeping, that's all I could think of. But there is a little reactions here. So you can put your thumb up if you agree. You can clap if you like something. There is also somewhere, if you can find it, a facility to raise your hand. And we'll look out for that too. But failing that, physically raise your hand and I will see you, because that's all my job is, to look as the host and make sure that you're all fine. So I think that's it for housekeeping, and I'll hand back to you, Lola.
Okay, thank you so much, Caroline, for that. So the next agenda now is, can everyone just put their camera towards their afternoon tea display? So for instance, I can see Janet Parks now, and the first thing I'm saying is just our display, just to see how you've all wonderfully presented your package. Can you just put your camera, if you can, to your table? Did you follow the instructions? You know, put in a nice tray, the presentation, just to see how you all. Okay, I'm just going through. Sharon, I can't see your display. Annette, I can't see your display. Elsie, I can't see your display. I'm seeing a bit of Olga's one, but I can only see a teacup.
There's Sharon.
Okay. Okay, Sister Faith, I can see a bit of yours. Beverly, I can only just see you. Have you finished all your tea and biscuits and everything?
It's fine.
Oh, you're mute. You're mute. Anita, I can see your beautiful face, but I can't see your display. Dorothy, I can't see your display as well. Uh-oh, I can just see the Cocoa Pops. I was expecting you ladies to put it on a tray. There was an instruction there
All
to
right.
put it on a tray, present it nicely, as if, you went for an afternoon tea in the restaurant.
We have many that doesn't follow instructions.
Oh, look at Beverly.
Look, can you see
Beverly
me now?
Alpic. Oh, wow. I really love that.
I didn't read the instruction.
Wow, that is really, really nice. Look, can we all see Beverly Alpike?
Oh, there's my Lola.
Can you see that? Oh, look at Patsy. Oh, look at that. Just look at that. That is what I'm talking about. Can you see that? Can you see? Oh, please. Okay. Oh, okay. Beverly, it's on your. Where's the tea?
Here's mine.
Where's the tea? I can't see no tea. Jeez. Okay. Elsie, I can see yours. That's really nice. Throughout the whole process, I'm still gonna be asking, because there's gonna be a gift at the end for the best presentation, right?
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Those are presented nice. I can see Elsie Sunderland's one. She's put it nicely on the table. I can see Janet Park's one. nicely on the table. You know, Sharon, you started eating your biscuits.
Sorry, just believe me.
You know, oh, look at that.
Believe
Look at that.
Brilliant.
Been eating. Oh, look, Anita. Oh, really lovely. Really, really. I could see that. I love your smile, by the way. Oh, good, good, good. Beverly and Patsy. You know, I'm still trying to think. The first person that I could honestly say was Janet Patz. I love the way she's seated. I love the way she just puts everything on the tray. It's just really looking good. But I'm not saying she's the winner yet. I'm just saying. I'm just commenting on it. So at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you guys the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Yeah. So this is really nice. Keep it up, ladies. I'm going to hand over now to Dorothy, and she's going to go to the next agenda before we introduce our guest speaker for today. So Dorothy, I'm handing over to you.
Okay. What's going to happen now? I just need Caroline. Have I got back host, please?
Want it back? Okay, let me get
please.
it back.
And then you can have it back. So what's going to happen? I'm going to put you in rooms. All right? In rooms. And in your rooms, you're going to have team leaders. Wow. Sister Annette Montague is one. I'll have Mother Veronica, another one. I will have Sister Faith as the third one. All right? Okay, is that all right? So Annette, Sister Faith, Mother Veronica, and also Beverly Holpike. And this is what you have to do. And it's strict. There's a few of you. I would like Beverly and Annette in your group to to get from each person in your group, how did they feel when they received and opened their tea package, right? From your group. So you are leading that group and you need to keep them on task within the limited time we have. Else I will cut you off and I can sneak into the rooms and see if you're talking about coronavirus or myself or whatever. Okay? And then Sister Faith and Mother Veronica, I want you to ask your group from each person, just quick and short from each person, what does empower to engage mean to them? And then each group leader is going to just give an overall summary, telling us how well their group behaved and participated, right? With an overview of the group 1 and 2, Sister Annette and Sister Beverly, how did they feel receiving the afternoon tea package? And the other 2, what does it mean, power to engage? So that means if there's 5 of you and one person take up 5 minutes and only give you 5 minutes, somebody's got to be blamed. Okay, is that clear with everyone?
Yes.
Is that clear? Right, so now I'm going to break you into your rooms. You may be in your rooms, but I will move you out because I need leaders in each rooms. Okay. See you later. You've got 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes.
Did you designate a group?
It's doing now. Don't worry, it's doing now.
How do I start?
As soon as you get into your room.
How do I know when I get in my room?
You will know. Don't worry, you will know. Don't worry, you will know. Don't. Right. Okay, here you go. You're going in now. No, I can't take it. Can you please don't talk? I can hear you. I can't bring it in. Sorry. Well, who's not in? Is someone coming just now? I cannot find. I can't find.
There's a bit, Lord.
Guys, you need to unmute as you won't hear. Sister Elsie, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, that's better. Now I've lost you now. Who's that? Is that Elsie Sutherland, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, could you ask who should be your team, or you don't know who your team leader is, because you're on mute for a long time. So
Okay.
can you guys, can you share amongst yourself? Can you lead it, Sister Elsie Sutherland, because I can't find where Mother Where is on what does empower to engage mean to your group. So if you just find out for me, please, I'll be glad, and we'll come back to you. Just ask each person. Yes, so there should be more people in your group. Sister Elsie Henderson, smile. Lovely, you're looking pretty. You're looking pretty. Right, both of you, what does it mean to be empowered?
Can you hear me? Should I mute?
No, talk. I think Elsie has not joined. Elsie needs to click join.
You see, this is all
She
new
needs to click join.
It's all new to me.
That's
I'm
fine.
trying to get the feel of it. I'm not sure what I'm meant to do right now.
That's it, you're talking now. So you're supposed to be talking to each other. Right, someone should be, you're supposed to be talking about what does empower to engage mean to you?
Who do I talk to?
So what does it mean? And Me.
Who do I talk to? You?
Just share. You're talking to everybody in this group.
Okay.
Talk. Just talk. Can you see Sister Elsie at the top?
Yes, yeah.
Can you see Elsie?
Yes, I can.
Right.
Right. I
So
feel
talk to each other. I'm not the people in your group.
Elsie, what do you think it means to you? It means to me, empowering people is getting people together to relationship and things like that, and making sure people are well-being, health and well-being is okay. Go on, you do some now, sorry.
Yeah, I think also interaction, getting to know people, empowering the youngsters, the young people, empowering as many people as you can, really.
I feel it's caring, loving each other.
Okay.
Loving, embracing, ensuring that people's needs are met. Listening for any thing they would like to say to you. If you don't know what to do, you go out and seek information. So it's more like a give and take, an information, communication bits, yes. I give an example. Should I give an example?
Hello, Mother
There you go. There you go. You didn't press it on.
Hello, I couldn't hear nothing. I'm so glad you joined us. Nice. We've only got a few seconds left. Can you just say very briefly, how did you feel when you got your package? I was very glad. I couldn't wait until this morning. I was just hoping to see what happened. My daughter bring it. Open it until this morning? I did not open it till this morning. My daughter bring it in the room and she was about to put it down. I thought, can you hear me?
No, that's it now. We're going. We're going. All right, we're going now.
Very noisy. Noisy.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So
okay.
my one now. Could I
have I got everybody in? I couldn't find Mother Weir because she got her name as iPad, so I couldn't find you. So one of the housekeeping room is that please, it asks you that you can rename. So if your name is Papa John for whatever, can you do it so that we can identify? Because I was looking for Mother Weir and I couldn't find where she had gone to.
Sister Val, I haven't a clue how to use this machine. And so my husband is looking after my granddaughter. So I had to set it up myself.
Well, you've done well, okay. So let me just change it for you. So how was that for everyone?
That was that. I was shipped from room to room. So
yeah, because
I only managed to
find you.
speak to on the package.
Okay, can I ask please, provided you don't make noise, can you everyone unmute? And then after this, I will hand that back to Caroline. In fact, Caroline, you can, how do I give back the new take back thing?
Did
all
you
right.
say? Click on my name.
Can I have, please, Sister Faith, can you summarize say what your question was and summarize it, please, in less than a minute for everyone.
Okay. My question was, what does it mean to empower and engage? And my ladies were very astute. They said it meant strength, to be equipped, to be in the right place at the right time with the right people, togetherness and confidence. those were the words they expressed as to what it means to be empowered and engaged.
Okay.
I do agree with.
Right, wonderful. I am going to ask, because the two Elsies, the first time I know Sister Elsie Henderson came on, and well done. I couldn't find your group leader, but they did put forward some short, wonderful statements about what empower to engage means. So I'm going to ask Elsie Henderson first to share hers, please, in 30 seconds.
Empowered to engage.
Where is she? If you can
I'm
unmute
here.
her, please. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sharing with each other.
Ooh. Okay, thank you. And Elsie Sutherland.
Sharing, loving, having empathy, sympathy, getting on with each other because life is short.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. And Sister Elsie Sutherland, where are you?
But she took some of my words already, what I said.
That's all right. You can add them. They're just not hers. They're created for everyone. So you just take a bit out of it. And it's nice to see you smiling.
What I just look at loving, caring, supportive, as you said, about empowering. Over the lockdown, you know, I don't want to hear about lockdown, but I felt encouraged. And I felt very positive because we had a group with singing, and we do a lot of reading of Bible and things like that. And I felt, because of what I'm going through, I felt really empowered.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. Now I am going to go to, who was the other one? The other one was Beverly Holpike.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, lovely. The question was, how did individuals feel when they received their tea box? And very briefly, unfortunately, one person hadn't received their tea box.
Oh, let's all say, oh.
So,
Please.
Not funny.
Oh. Yes, I know. So our hearts go out to Myrtle that she feels left out. However, she's able to make herself a cup of tea and she'll
get her Pastor B and Latoya, they'll sort that out for us. Don't worry, we'll get that. Okay. Apologies.
Okay, that's lovely. That has been accepted, I'm sure. So the next thing, very briefly, everyone had the element of surprise. People just felt it was lovely. It was a beautiful gift, and in fact, some were not expecting it. So it came as a big surprise, and one person came downstairs in their night attire and was quite surprised to receive this lovely gift. So the general feeling was it was surprise. It raised the emotion of expectation. And when they saw it, it was even more of a surprise to them. The contents, it was lovely.
Yes, here to that.
Okay.
I never knew there was so much in it.
I know. All right. Now we thank you very much for sharing that, Sister Beverly. Now we go on to Annette.
Ooh. My group were well behaved.
Thank you. Lovely to hear well behaved. Is there Sharon Bailey in there?
Yeah.
Is there Sharon?
Yeah.
And she was well behaved?
No, not in hers. I was in Beverly's group. I'm hot. I'm sweating. I was in Sister Beverly's group. But okay. I'm always well behaved. You know that.
We will have the evidence in a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
In my group, everybody had a chance to say what they felt, and the general consensus, I think, is that everybody felt that they felt very special receiving the package, and it was a lovely surprise. A beautiful surprise was the words that a lot of us used, and it made you feel special and important. One person was saying that they were happy and they felt elated, and someone was saying that their husband was actually quite jealous. I wanted to know what was in it and what was it all about. But yeah, it was a lovely, beautiful surprise, and it does make you feel special. And when you open the box, as someone else has said, it's just amazing what's in it, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we all felt it was really a lovely surprise.
A lot.
So tell me something now. So how much you think we should charge for it?
You know, I thought of
Put your hands up
£10.
if you think between £1 and £5.
No, more than that.
More than £5 and £10.
£10, yeah.
£10.
No, 10 to 15 pounds. 15 to 20. All right, okay, that's fine.
I thought of £10.
I want to be thankful for the LVP funders that had funded us anyway.
Wow.
So that we're able to continue this activity. I'm just going to want to listen to it carefully. And whilst Venice is getting the next.
So I have to drink my tea.
Go ahead, Beverly.
Yes, can I just say that Sister Patsy in our group said, I'd love to have this every week.
Thank you.
Okay, she'd love it. Do you know Patsy is our local councillor? So be careful when I call her Patsy. It's Councillor Patsy. She has a lovely smile.
Lovely lady.
But can we all give a round of applause to Councillor Patsy Cummins that's taken time out to be with us today. And you know, I love working with her because I'm a lastminute.com. I really don't know what I'm doing, but you know, I'm glad for individuals that can understand me and just work. We work along together. So thank you very much. Anybody else wants to share something within 20 seconds before we get on to the next activity?
Okay, I'm coming back.
We come back from where? You're not supposed to go outside. You're supposed to be inside. Anyone else ready?
We're just very happy at this occasion. I didn't know absolutely what to expect because it's all a new thing. But it's so pleasant and beautiful, and being able to see all these faces, it's gracious.
Wonderful.
I thank God for all of you because you all bring something wonderful to each other.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so right now, I am going to hand over the next, and you can see who's the well-behaved, who's not well-behaved. Laugh if you must. I'm going to hand over this next portion to Venice. Thank you all very much for your cooperation.
Well done. Okay. Oh, why is this kid keeping so much noise?
Oh, sorry, we're going to put everyone in mute.
Okay.
Oh, you put it there.
Yeah, let's do that. Sorry, technical difficulty. Are you ready? Sorry about this. It was very ready.
That's okay.
Stop the share.
That's all right. So what we're going to do.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it was ready to go.
Is highlights of our launch, what we had at the hub at Broad Green. So this is some video highlights. We've got other videos, but we'll show it over the course of time. Right, okay. Venice, when you're ready.
Yeah, sorry, it was all happy. So,
Right. Let's watch this.
can you see it?
Yeah. Can it be bigger?
Yes.
It's not on yet.
Bless you, whoever that is.
Yeah, Sister Faith.
Oh, I thought you'd muted us all.
Thank you.
So, right, to play from the beginning. Okay.
It's about what I was thinking. It's about what I was.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
It should work now. Apologies.
Yeah.
God has also graced her with empowerment. Because it's empowerment, you were born to win. Thank you. Eating the right food. It wasn't just about the foods I ate. It was about my mindset. It's about what I was thinking. It's about what I was believing about myself. It's just great to be able to have someone that says, look, I tell you what, I'll work personally with you, figure out with you what it is that you need to get you back into balance. Because we're all so different. So my question to you ladies is, what is your legacy? Your legacy will be something that you've done. They're leaving somebody else.
Let's face it, if there was more of the kind of support that you provide to people, then that's necessary.
Yes.
So please carry on doing it. And thank you again.
My first meeting with Dorothy was I didn't know her from anywhere. And she came in and she told me off for leaving my bag on a table and the door unlocked. Oh, wow. And I just thought Dorothy and her nature. Just my imagination. Running away with me. Just my imagination.
Yes, and we're so glad to be here at the Hub, celebrating womanhood. Wonderful women here, and we have our young man also, and yourselves, supporting us today, and also the launch of our afternoon tea, which happens every third Monday of the month, right here at the Hub in Keighley Road.
Okay. Were you able to hear that?
Not really. No.
Really?
The song wasn't that all that good.
Yeah, what we'll do, apologies for that, we will send everyone a copy of that link. Well, basically, that's what we had. We had Annette's sister that spoke on life changes in our health, thoughts, and so forth, and she also will be coming on to these sessions. We had, well, Lola will tell the rest of the facilitators that we had. So thank you all very much. At this time, I'll hand back over to Lola.
Oh, thank you so much, Caroline, for that presentation. I was able to see the presentation, although the reception was a bit poor. Moving forward now, the next agenda on the list is we have a very special person in our midst, and I would like to introduce no other than Councillor Patsy Cummins. Can we please all give her a round of applause? Can we please welcome her with our applause? Councillor Patsy.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Thank you again for inviting me to join you all whenever you have events. So this is actually great, and in such a difficult time for all of us, not just in the country but in the world. So many things are affecting the way that we live, and there's so many negatives that we need to make sure that's been highlighted by this virus. And that's things which I'm actually involved in, for instance, where we are finding that the virus is affecting the BAME community, and for some, for the Black ethnic groups, 4 times more than their white counterparts. And so we're doing some research in Croydon, in London, and nationally, so we can see what, there's all sorts of obvious reasons, but there are some other overarching reasons, which means that all the inequalities that we've had for so many years is actually being translated into us being affected far more than we should be, because the COVID doesn't see colour, but because of the inequalities in our society, we are being more affected. So hopefully there's going to be some information to see what that looks like, but more importantly, what action we take to look after our, I hate BAME, but our Black and minority ethnic groups, so that we can protect us more. So those are some of the negatives. But the positives, which are so overarching, was clearly highlighted by the WhatsApp group for MOE. I can't tell you how many times I was having a stressful, zoomed out Slacks and Teams. There's all sorts of different platforms to have meetings now. And what kept me going was that group with your songs and your hymns and looking after each other, because some of us have been touched. Well, I think we all have been touched, but many of us have been touched directly with this virus. And it was just so heartwarming, the way in which everybody supported each other. And I can't tell you how that made me feel, and I'm sure how it made you all feel. And I felt all of your arms around each other, and to me that's what empowerment is all about. Some of you have said it's about caring, it's about loving, it's about togetherness. And that was so embodied by that group and some of the things that you shared with each other. So I'm really privileged that you allowed me to be part of that. But moving forward, what I want to try and make sure that we do, and if I can help facilitate this in any way, is to support you in anything you want to do in terms of empowerment. Your generation, our generation, are so wise, have so much experience and knowledge. We need to make sure that's shared with the wider society, the youngsters, absolutely. But there are people who need to listen to you, because you have a lot of the answers as to how you can take through some of the things that we need to go through, moving out of this horrible time that we all have to experience together. Because you have seen so many different things with so much experience and wisdom and come through the other end. And so I think your voices need to be heard. So that's, I believe, not how we empower each other, but how we empower others, because I think your voices are really, really key. I wanted to make sure that I didn't lose sight of some of the things I wanted to do with you since your AGM, and obviously things have been stalled because of this awful period we're in, but it's about taking things forward in terms of getting accounts of your history and your rich stories and that social history that we've got. We need to encapsulate that and put it in a book and make sure that that's shared. I'm not talking about Croydon wide, not even London wide. We need to get it on the bestsellers list. So we need to actually make sure that that's being captured, because it's being lost. I never ever knew my grandmother, but I met her sister, and I was young and just having a good time, and I never captured all the things that she had experienced through her rich life. And she remembered slavery, and I could have got so many stories from her. And so we need to make sure that that's captured, and I want to make sure that we can do that together. But I just want to be a vessel for the things that you want me to do to support you in the things that you're doing. So please make sure that you ask me to do whatever it is you want me to do. Now I've had my box with my tea and my teapot and thing. I'm yours forever. I wanted that every week. And I actually showed my mother all of the bits and pieces I was taking out of the box. And I said, none of it is for you. It's all for me. She's not getting any of it. So yeah, it's really important that we move forward together. So everything and anything you want me to do to support you, I'm there. Again, not wanting to bring down the conversation, but we all have seen on the television about what's happened in America. And there are things that have happened in the UK that highlights not as bad, but things that happen across this country and in America. I was contacted by the mayor of Liverpool, who tomorrow wanted to stand in solidarity with justice for George Floyd in a peaceful way. And what they were going to do is to light up the town hall in purple tomorrow, and wanted some support. So I contacted the leader of the council and the chief executive, and I said, for our community, we need to do the same. So, you know, I don't take no for an answer. So tomorrow, Croydon Town Hall will be lit up in purple in solidarity with justice for somebody who looks like us, who didn't actually, we're hoping gets justice, but we need to fight for it, and we need to use our voices to make sure that's happened. So I'm going to make sure that I put it on social media and everybody knows about it, but the town hall will be lit up in purple for 1 hour to say, for our diverse community in Croydon, justice, things need to change. We need to hear the voices of people like you so that we can move forward and make a change for the future, for our kids and for those that come after them as well. So I'm not going to speak for much longer because I'm looking forward to this quiz. I don't know what's going to be involved in this, but I just want to thank every single one of you in various different ways. Some I know better than others, but you're all my second mothers. And I just want to thank you for supporting me in the things that I do in the council as well. And tell me off if I'm not getting it right, and tell me off if there's things I need to do. But I think you guys are amazing. So I just want to thank you personally for being in my life, because it's been amazing. And those of you who've been more in my life, you know who you are. Thank you. You keep me strong. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank
you.
I'm unmuted, but I'm still putting clap hands up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tomorrow. While you're here and while we're all together having our tea or our drink, has anyone got any questions? Remember, I'm scanning to see if anyone's got any questions or anything to say. Just raise your hand and I'll, yes, Faith, Mum, yes, please, just unmute. Yeah.
Councillor, one thing just crossed my mind. This question is for you, Councillor Patsy. I wanted to ask you, is it at all possible, you know, because this thing that happened, it must be the hundredths of it. Is it at all possible to raise a list of the names of all those who have been visibly murdered by the police over the last year or 2 years, so that when you do that, you know, maybe our names, give them a thought, a word too, because they are standing there in heaven as a soldier, a little army of sacrificial people who is sacrificed once more for us. They were sacrificed at slavery time, but these have been sacrificed also so that we can get our freedom. That still hasn't been there yet.
Yeah, that's something I can sort out, absolutely. And so that's in this country. Yeah, I can sort that out, definitely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Nobody else? Councillor Patsy, I've got one.
Yes.
And it's advice, really. My children are 21 and 22, and they sat down and were having a discussion about the fact that this is not just something that's should flare up for a week and then all go quiet. They've got social media, they've got platforms. My daughter's drafting a letter that people should take and send to embassies across America, across the world. And my son, he's asking her, I've got followers on my internet. What should we be saying that's positive and can make a difference? What would you be advising young people to do to extend what it is you're doing, or even ourselves?
Right, well, I'm so encouraged that the young people are actually taking ownership for some of this stuff and not just complaining or being angry, and they're quite within their rights to be angry, but they're actually doing stuff. I would suggest that what they need to do is get involved. There's a community organisation that comes to stop and search workshops, and what I'll do is I'll send to Dorothy the information because it's coming up in June, and they're inviting the police to come along to that as well, and all the various different stakeholders, and it's about getting involved in positions to make changes. We need to be in the room, shout and scream and say no more, and can't be from the outside looking in. So that's why I became a counsellor, so I can influence things. So they need to be involved. There's various different, and again, I'll send some people that Dorothy can send. There are some things they can do to be involved with making the police accountable to young people and to other groups, and they can have a voice. They can sit at a table, whether it's at City Hall or the Town Hall or various different organisations. And I'll share that information so that they can then choose what fits them. And if there's any support they'd like, so we can connect them up to other young people's groups who are coming together. They are amazing, so innovative. So I'm happy to share all of that information.
Fantastic. Anyone? Thank you so much. I could talk to you all day. Elsie Sutherland has got a question. I'm going to unmute you. It's so great to be able to chat to you. Elsie? Just a minute. You need to press your unmute button. That's it.
Well, I just really like to appreciate Councillor Patsy to be part of us as well. Yes. From the Windrush, I just saw her as our leader for this the Black people in Croydon, and for whatever going on. I felt that she's a researcher. She goes into things, as she said, people are contacting her, and look what she's doing. She's trying to get us in this borough to do something for who is abroad, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's true. We're not all here from Croydon, and we're not. And in terms of the demographics who are wanting to get involved in this particular one is all colours, shapes, and sizes and ages. But it's good to know what Croydon is doing. It means we can do the same, given a chance, you know, wherever we are. Anybody else? Sharon first, then Annette, then Beryl. Thank you. Sharon, please unmute.
Let me mute.
Okay. A lot's been going on, and it's really impacting on young people. I was really impressed when my son put this poem together when the other guy who was running was killed. And I just sent it to Dorothy, but I'd like to read it to you. The poem goes, he had a dream. He had a dream. He dreamt of his brothers and sisters. He dreamt of his children. He dreamt that this nightmare would end. He had a dream, and they laughed at him. I mean, what could he do? He was just a man after all. You want equality now? What's new? He had a dream, and they scolded him for it. the words he breathed untrue. How dare he say such things? If he were here today, they'd sue. He had a dream, and they hated him for it. Some say he dreamt too big. Some say the dream was evil, but he dreamt anyway. He dreamt on anyway. That's what dreams do. He had a dream, and they killed him for it. They'll kill us for jogging too. Maybe tomorrow they'll kill me, and the day after you. That made me cry when my son sat in his room and sent this to me with tears in his eyes. He's 22 years old, a black guy.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
That. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Annette, you had something. Thank you. Annette?
I just wanted to really just make a comment, really, and this is to Councillor Patsy Cummins. What I'm trying to say is, I think it'd be really nice. One of the things that we often want to do when we have things like this happening is to try and unite and get everybody around the table and just see what we can do. And I think that's a good thing. And I was just wondering, Councillor Cummins, you know, there is these different organisations that are out there. Is there any way of getting everybody to be coordinated, to be together as one voice? Because when we come and we unite, you know, we are likely to be a force to be reckoned with. But I think when we have situations like this happen, you have this group springing up, that group springing up, blah, blah, blah. And I just think we need somebody or an organisation centrally that can draw us all together. So, and the reason why I'm bringing this forward or saying this, Councillor Cummins, is that we've heard of Black Lives Matters, and I believe there's a group for the UK, not just in America. There is a group for the UK, and I seem to remember reading about a year or so ago that there was a protest, and the protest happening in Heathrow. It was a peaceful protest, and they secured themselves to the railings or something, and they were removed by the police, blah blah blah, etc., etc. The point I'm trying to make is that there are these different organisations that will spring up, but I think for us to be strong and to actually get our voice heard and be noticed and get our voice heard and be taken seriously, is that we try and identify, or if somebody tries to identify all these different organisations from different places, evangelical alliances, the church groups, wherever they're coming from, who are all saying the same thing, and just bring us all together. Because if we can all come together and form a bigger unit, then we are more likely to be noticed, to be respected, and you know, to actually be taken seriously, to take some of these issues forward and actually get something concrete and positive done. And I applaud you, Councillor Cummins, for really taking this forward and really running with it. I could see already you're like a deer ready to bolt, you know, through the. I applaud you. But we need more people like you. We need bigger organizations like you who can actually drive it forward as well.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. We all are, and that's probably our age-old problem, that we are doing things separately in separate silos and we're not together. But I think the time to do that is now, and it doesn't mean that we don't have our specific separate groups to deal with our specific separate issues. So there's groups in Croydon dealing with Croydon issues or something dealing with particular topics. But you're right, we need an umbrella that brings us all together. We don't have a champion in this country like they had in America, the Martin Luther King. We don't have that person that actually symbolized coming together in a peaceful way to speak on behalf of everyone that was facing the same struggles. But you're absolutely right, we need to do that. But I've been on, I don't know how many Zooms recently where they're trying to do it. So I'm hoping that that now happens. So I've been on a Zoom with Jesse Jackson and with people overseas in European countries, with MPs, with people across the piece that are doing various different things. And we need to make sure that that happens. But it's going to take a little time, and people are always resistant, sadly. It's just typical that we don't always support each other. There is in America, they have a date in June, I think it's June or July, but I'll get that confirmed, where they're asking every single Black person not to spend a penny
July
on
7th.
a particular day.
Yeah, 7th.
Is it the 7th of June?
7th of
July.
July. Yes.
July.
That's so powerful. Something so simple is so powerful. And that sends a message is, this is how powerful we are. Our pound, our dollar is really powerful. If we do that universally, that will send a message. And if only we could come together to do other things together like that. So yeah, I will do my part for us here to try and make sure that we get that sorted out. But Annette, you're absolutely right.
Thank you so much.
Move that over to Sister B, please.
Yes.
Yeah, Sister Beryl.
Oh, thank you, Councillor. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
I told my niece, Lisa Flemings, that I'm going to be speaking with you today, so she sent you hugs along with my daughter Rosina.
Oh, bless.
I want to change the subject ever so slightly. Through the coronavirus, one of the things that has really taken its toll on me and others that I'm working with are the people who have no recourse to public funds during this time of coronavirus. And there are a lot of people within the London Borough of Croydon that it's not a matter of blowing our trumpets, but there are nights where we've been just sleepless, trying to ensure that these people have been fed, that they can meet the type of people that I'm talking about. I'm just wondering if we've looked at various areas of fundings. So we've had a lot of contacts with food banks. We've done a lot of work, even from our own personal finances, to make sure that we've taken care of people. We've been looking around to see if there is any additional funding, because some of these people, whilst we've been able to help with their rent and other situations, and again, is there anything on the agenda, and do you have any connections within the Home Office that we may be able to at least, I don't know, chisel them a bit or something?
It's very topical at the moment. Boris Johnson was asked a question at the daily briefing about what is happening to support and fund and house and feed people who had no recourse to public funds. And he didn't know that the term even existed, it sounded like.
Really?
Wow. One of the other ministers was asked about that yesterday. I watch the daily briefings almost every day, and I take notes as to what they're saying. They are now saying, because sometimes you've got to shame them, they are now saying they're going to make funds available to local authorities to ensure that that has been taken care of. The first thing I did was to drop a email to one of my colleagues in the council to say, A, when are we going to get the funding for Croydon? Because sometimes it's not equally distributed. The posh and the rich boroughs get it and we don't get enough. And B, what is it that we're already doing that we can enhance? So again, what I'll do is I'll get an answer for that and I'll send it to Dorothy so she can cascade it through to yourselves. So and perhaps specifically we can have a conversation as to what we're doing in terms of waiting until the government give us their I'm going to say handout, sorry. Let me see what other funding we can provide to you so that we can do things on the ground now. One of the things I did when I passed a motion. I got it passed in council, and that was agreed cross-party, because sometimes the opposition just don't agree with anything we do, no matter how right it is, but they just do it for the sake of it. But it was agreed cross-party that if there were any Windrush people that were in that position,
right, yes,
and we put it down in policy in Croydon. But that needs to go because of what's happening now across the board to support anybody who's in that position. And we've got a lot of them because we have a Luna House here. So yes, I will pass that information on to Dorothy to cascade down, but I will ask her for your information and then speak to you directly as well, if that's okay.
Yeah, I'm part of CCC, which is Croydon Churches.
Oh, okay.
So I know Damien, Luke, and all those people. Okay. And this area is an area that is so passionate to me, because some of the people that we don't think anything of it, but some of them have got 2, 3 little children, and you can imagine the quandary that they're sitting in, trying to make sure that they can not only feed themselves. So if you could, I will be your best friend.
Absolutely, no problem.
Can I say something, please?
Yeah. Before you do, I'm just going to really highlight time now. So we're going to move on to the riddles. So Elsie, I saw you started to talk. Do you still have a question? You want to leave it, or we finish with Elsie?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you saying, Faye? Mum? You're mute. So you're muted. But Faye, Elsie, please. Yeah, we've got 1 minute for each question.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I leave my suggestion. Let it talk.
Okay, Elsie.
Yeah, can I just say that 2 weeks ago, something came around, because I get them from CVA and different places as well. And it was to do with the lottery fund, up to £100,000. It's a 6 months they gave you. I even gave it to one of my committee, and they put in for some funding. It's from 500 to 100,000, and it's a 6 months. What you've been doing, like what the lady is saying, what's her name? What you were doing in the community when this COVID-19 going on. It's a funding going from the lottery fund.
Okay.
Thank you. Faith, now you can ask a question. Just make it a quick one.
No, it's not a question. It's just that for some time now, and since this C-19 thing, I have been thinking of what can I do? How can I help? Where do I begin? And then with the continuous death rate rising of our Black people, or young Black people, I don't care what age you are, whether you're 99 or 20. I've never been interested. Politics is a dirty word as far as I'm concerned, because most of the people who are under that umbrella seem to be self-serving. But having listened to Councillor Patsy, being so articulate and her showing her heartfelt willingness to help us to move forward to see how we can help our people, I would like to talk with her at some time about what can I do, how can I do it. I mean, this is Ministry of Empowerment. How can I legitimize myself, my service, to help to put forward the freedom march, so to speak, of our people, here and everywhere?
I will let you know. Thank you. Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you. Councillor Patsy, I'm going to hand back now to either Sister Val or Lola. And I just say, God bless you. God bless you. Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Unmute, Sister
Okay,
Val,
thanks. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. As another session we will have, that we can be put in rooms and have one-to-one with Pastor Patsy. I think this is the second time with Councillor Patsy. I know that some have burning questions. My mom had something to say, but I'll let her speak to you one-to-one later because our time is almost past. But right now, just to lighten things up a bit, we're going to now all engage in a little getting our brain going. So Caroline, 5. You ready?
Oh, sorry, let me give you back the host.
No, you've got it. I sent it to you.
Yeah, I've just handed it to you because I haven't. Go on.
I don't know how to put it on. That's why I sent it to you.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Hang on.
1 second. Did I give it back to you?
I don't need it. It's good. So what do? You want to read them out?
No, just put it on the screen, share it.
Okay.
And then when I said give the answer, then you give the answer. But what it is, there are going to be several questions, and I'm not going. Pastor Beryl is not allowed to take part in this.
Why?
We'll talk later. Right now, if you know the answer, I can't see everybody here. So Caroline, I'm going to ask Caroline to look out because I've got the screen here. I think you can see everyone else, Caroline?
Yes.
Right, I can't. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so the first one, listen to this, please. A doctor and a bus driver are both in love with the same woman. Where's Bev? Where's Bev Herbert? The doctor and the bus driver are both in love with the same woman, an attractive girl named Sarah. The bus driver had to go on a long bus trip that would last a week. Before he left, he gave Sarah 7 apples. Why? Who's that? Who's that? Is someone?
I know the answer.
All right, Beverly, go. What's the answer?
Doctor, an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
All right, let's see the answer, Caroline. Caroline, the answer is the apple a day keeps away. Wonderful. Next one.
I missed it.
This one I'm going to ask Annette M to read out.
The killer wife. Okay. A woman shoots her husband. Then she holds him underwater for over 5 minutes. Finally, she hangs him. 5 minutes later, they both go out together and enjoy a wonderful dinner together.
Doesn't make sense.
How can this be?
Watch to see whose hand's going up. Phineas, please.
Yeah. Anyone's hand? Anyone want to take a clue?
What did she shoot him with?
Well, Pastor Beryl, you can join in.
I think I've got one.
Yeah.
Is she a photographer?
Go on then. Photographer? All right, let's have a look. Ooh, yes. Yes. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. What did she shoot him with there?
Yeah.
The next one I'm going to ask Sister B to read this one, please. Sister B?
I can't see it, you know, lovely.
Can't see it?
No.
Can anyone?
All right, then.
No? Okay. It's a bit confusing. Shall I read it then?
Make it full screen, yeah.
Yeah. Can anybody see it?
No.
You have me today?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Do you want to read it?
No, can't see the questions.
Okay. You have me today. Tomorrow, you'll have more. As your time passes, I'm not easy to store. I don't take up space, but I'm only in one place. I am what you saw, but not what you see. What am I?
What's about?
Yeah.
You have today.
Val, I think you need to mute.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Any clue?
It's me.
I'm looking. Anyone got Elsie? Was that you? You have a clue? I know you have a lovely smile, but do you have a clue too? You want to unmute? Oh, unmute? Still.
What was the first part of the riddle?
You have me today, tomorrow you'll have more.
I don't like work on the phone at all. I only like the computer. It used to be a saying that what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get.
So you have me today.
Where's your phone ringing?
You have me today. Tomorrow you'll have more.
Tomorrow you'll have more.
Time.
As the time passes, it's not easy to store. I don't take up space, but I'm only in one place. I am what you saw, but not what you see. What am I? Can we have the answer, please?
Ah, did you say that?
The answer? Memories.
Ah, okay.
Memories.
Okay, we've got another one.
We'll have one more.
Who wants to read that one? What? What's tickling you?
Oh dear. Am I looking at the right one?
I am taken from a mine and shut up in a wooden case from which I am never released, and yet I'm used by almost everybody. Who am I?
That's not the one I was seeing.
No.
Have I read the wrong one?
No, that's the right one.
Taken from a mine, shut up in a wooden case.
From which I am never released. Never released, and yet I'm used.
By everyone. Yeah. Okay.
A pencil.
Is it coal? No. Taken from the mine in a wooden case.
From which I'm never released.
Any clue?
No.
That one is absolutely.
It's hard.
Oh, pencil lead.
Yeah, I said that.
Okay, so we see which
I
one.
did say a pencil.
Someone said pencil, but not pencil lead.
Yeah, okay. The pencil. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
What time do we finish?
So we have the last one.
Okay.
Last one. And in the meantime, I'd really like to take this opportunity to welcome, she was here and I'm sure she's still here, Pat Sinclair, who put her husband to rest just a few weeks ago. And we're glad that she's able to join us today. I know it's not easy, particularly that since the passing, 3 of her children's had birthday. And even the young one that I taught music, he's 21 today. So please let us bear her up in prayer. You'll see her name comes up here. Okay, so welcome, Pat. Okay, the last one, Sister Venice, can you read it out for us?
Oh, she's going to reread it. Okay. What's at least 6 inches long, goes in your mouth, and is more fun if it vibrates?
Toothbrush.
Toothbrush.
Electric toothbrush.
Yes.
Hey.
Wow, well done.
Heard you, Bev. Moving swiftly on, she shouted, toothbrush, quick.
Okay, thank you all very much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Silent.
Great. Okay, let me just hand back to Phineas. Okay, so we just give you a quick synopsis of what this Zoom is able to do. We're able to play games, do riddles, breakout rooms, watch videos, play, guess that tune, lots and lots of things we can do. And at the same time, we are interacting with each other. So I hope that you have found this really, really intriguing.
Yeah, interesting.
Just now, we're going to close, and before Lola gives the vote of thanks, I'm just trying to, bear with me. Pat is here, so greetings, Sister Pat. Okay. Right. So just to let you know that since the lockdown, we have continued to organize activities for all our projects, which is the Women's Ministry, the Woman to Woman, and the youth. And the Zoom sessions continues basically on a Tuesday evening, our Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock, and again on Thursday in the evening. If you are not receiving the posts of what's happening, do contact the phone, either my number or the business line, to make sure that you're on that list. Okay. The packs, the afternoon packs was all down to the team, but a special thanks, and I know Lola's going to say it again, to Pastor B, Beryl, for sourcing all the items that you got in the box, and Latoya for delivering it to your doors. So can we give them a big round of applause? And I just let you know that whatever is in there to last it for the whole year, because you don't know how the lockdown going to stay.
Exactly. There's enough.
Make sure,
it's enough.
Make sure the sachet of sugar, and look, they even put these in there to wash your hands. So the sugar, just take a little bit out, you know, and just make sure that it lasts. Okay, the only thing we'll replace is these, because they don't last too long. Yeah, but if you keep the container, that you don't sort of, because you know you're supposed to make sure that you don't self-contain and social isolate. So being as you held this, we will send you a bottle that you fill it up and seal it back. All right? Don't forget that. Okay, you're not to laugh. If you laugh, I'm going to charge you. If you laugh, I have to charge you.
Sis, don't be
so far back, gritting your teeth, and we can't see you. Come forward, Janet. Janet, come forward, sweetie. Look, you look so pretty. That's better. That's better. Okay, wonderful. And Bev here, all the way Milton Keynes. I want us to continue to pray for her. She's waving her hands. Yeah. She's putting the best foot forward, but she needs our prayers.
Amen.
She really needs our prayers. And I know Sister Nita will be there supporting her. But the thing is, we are another family. We're extended family. All right. Here is Pat. Pat, give us a wave. Right. And I know it's been hard for her to come on today, but Councillor Patsy, please, as if you can just unmute. And we just want to give a few seconds encouraging word to Pat. As I said, she's got her 4 children, just put her husband to rest, and she'll not have to be dealing with the children, their birthdays today. And again, as you know, we can't go to each other's house. I'm far away, but Councillor Patsy, Pat, just give her a few words of encouragement. And all those that have lost loved ones, I know Elsie as well as lost family members, myself, all of us. So if you can just give the final thought, please.
Can I just say, we sometimes don't always ask for help. Help is there. And we are are people that support each other like no other. The part whenever you need help, no matter what type of help, you've got so many sisters, and I know some brothers, but so many sisters here in this group that can help you in different ways. Just reach out and we'll support you, because I'm sure that there are going to be times when you need some support, and that's for everybody who's lost somebody. Just reach out. We're here to support you, all of you, and to support each other. And there's nothing that warms my heart more than when I know I can do something, how big or small, to help somebody else. So Pat, please, if there's anything I can do, let me know. But I know I can speak for everybody here in the group. Just shout, just whisper, we're here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor. At this time, it's a great pleasure to hand over to Lola. Give everyone yourselves a round of applause.
Wow, thank you so much, Dorothy, for that. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for honoring the invitation, because without you all, this afternoon tea would have not been a success. Thank you to everyone working behind the scene. Dorothy, big thumbs up for you. In spite of everything going on, you still have time to, put all the packages. When I mean packages, I mean like the programs that keep going back and forth. I just pray that the Lord continue to strengthen you. Thank you, Sister Caroline, all the way Milton Keynes as well, for the music and sharing the screen and just making today's program a success. Thank you to Sister Faith as well, all the way Milton Keynes, calling all these wonderful ladies and just making sure that they receive their package. Thanks to Pastor B, and thanks to Latoya, it was both of them and Pastor B's children. I forgot our daughter's name, that was really key in ensuring that the packages was well presented. Thank you to everyone, and I'll say thank you to myself as well, even though I'll put myself in mute. I was listening to everything from the beginning to the end. For this afternoon tea, for it to be a success, is all left down to everyone on this group and those that are not able to join today as well. We're going to be having it every first and third Monday of the month. So we're launching today now. We have Pastor Patsy, with that wonderful word for each and every one of us. Over time, we're going to be having different facilitators come in, probably have people from, from the police, people for nutritionists, exercise. We're going to be having different people come in, to just make the session or to make the afternoon tea more informative. And please, we welcome suggestions as to how you want us to improve this session. Then the other thing is, even in this time, if you feel the need, if you're led, to support the organization financially, please, we welcome that as well. Because even though we're not at the office, we still have to be paying the rent. We still have to be paying the rent, and the rent has gone up. Let me just put that as a side note. So please, if you have any way you want to support us financially, we welcome it, because at the end of the day, it's true what we rely heavily on people's donation. Once again, in all of the respective groups that we're in, let's just be cautious of the messages that we're putting out there, because remember that the group is about encouraging, empowering, and supporting one another. So any of the messages that is not in line with those three mission statements, let's just be cautious not to put it there, because as you and I all know, we get tired of just receiving random messages come up on the group. And finally, we just put every one of us, because we've all had loved ones in this season that we're in, going through one thing or the other. Let's just uphold them in prayers. Sometimes we're not able to call one another, but when you just think of them, like the name just pops up in your mind, you can just stand and just give a prayer to them. They don't need to know, and I can reassure you that they will feel the presence of your prayer wherever that they are. Just thinking now, the next session is for this afternoon tea. Please, 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 whenever we're having the afternoon tea, it will really, really be nice if we can all just make ourselves a cup of tea and just get yourself a biscuit, you know, even if you're not able to be sending it all the time, you know, due to cost, but just try, you know, just make the whole project worthwhile. And as I said, we're going to be taking some pictures, we're going to be recording for monitoring purposes because we need to evidence what we're doing. So if you feel like you don't want your pictures to be taken, please do contact us, send us an email, and we'll try and edit that. But I believe for all of us here, you want this project to keep going as long as possible. So as I was saying about the afternoon tea, every time we're having the afternoon tea, please, please, please try and make yourself a cup of tea. It's for just 2 hours, away from the TV, away from the grandchildren, away from the kids, to just come have a lovely time with everyone, share how you're feeling and all that. Please, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact myself. If you call us and we don't reply immediately, you can leave a voice note, you can leave a text message, or you can email us. We'll get back to you the soonest. So please, 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 to all of our families outside of Croydon, we love you. We appreciate your time for even joining us. And I know that we're going to be working effectively with those in the Milton Keynes to ensure that when the lockdown is over, we can put the afternoon tea as well in place for those of you in Milton Keynes and the surrounding borough of Milton Keynes. But for those of us in Croydon, when it is safe and we feel that it is safe, definitely safe, we're going to try and go back to meeting in a venue. But until then, this is going to be our platform for all of our activities and our events and everything. And if you remember anyone's birthday, maybe coming up in this month, you can just leave us a message like, oh, it's going to be Lola's birthday next week. So if it's in line with any of the activities we're having, we'll just celebrate that person, probably sing a little happy birthday song for them, you know, to just make us feel wonderful. So Dorothy, if there's anything I've missed out, please just say it. But other than that, I want to thank Pastor Patsy for taking time out to just come and join us once again. Thank you so very much. And thank you to all you wonderful ladies. Can you please just give yourself a round of applause? Like, just appreciate yourself. Appreciate yourself. Mother Farron, you're not appreciating yourself. You need to appreciate yourself. Beverly Ipax, you're not appreciating yourself. Janet Parks, you need to appreciate yourself. You understand, Dolores, you're under that shed, enjoying yourself. Appreciate yourself for taking that time out. Yeah, so just want to say thank you to everyone. And Dorothy, please, you can close off.
Okay, so thank you all again. And remember, if you're not getting the weekly schedule that usually comes up, well, Friday it should go out, but sometimes we're late, but definitely before Monday to see what's happening. We've got Beverly Holpark at the top here, Beverly Holpark. She'll be on, is it, what day will you be on?
Thursday.
Can you speak about what you're going to be talking about?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Well, basically, it was touched on earlier today by Councillor Patsy about the effects of COVID on BAME. Again, I don't like that title, but us as Black people, how it's affected us, what the impact has been, and what have we learned as a result of this situation, and also thinking about what we can do. So it should be an open discussion as well as sharing some key facts, and hopefully it should be educational, and let's make something inspiring out of this situation, because, you know, we know that going way back when people were bound, some wonderful things can come out of it at the end of the story.
Thank you.
Definitely.
So that is a woman-to-woman project that, you know, is open to everyone. On Thursday evening, we've got a women's ministry activity that we also will be engaged in. I'm going to ask Pastor B, known as Sister B, to share a few seconds what that's going to be happening.
On Thursday will be the second of our court cases.
Oh, I'm going to miss it.
Oh, that's a shame because she's a good case this week.
I know.
They don't know what it's
Trial
about.
is going to be Delilah.
Oh.
We have Sister Venice as the judge. Minister Althea will be the prosecutor, and I am the defender of Delilah. I ask you to have a look at Judges 16 and any other research from the Bible concerning Delilah. Come with your mind open. Don't come with me with an opinion. I need facts because we're going to put this woman on trial and I'm going to be defending her.
Right. I missed it last week, but I heard that it was so good. We've got a facilitators group, and rather than facilitating, they were being very naughty that Venice had to tell them to not to be biased or something. But anyway, it's going to be a fantastic week, and I hope that you all will be able to join. All right. And every other week, we have the cancer support group that continues, and we have the youth group. So please remember to just WhatsApp, send messages, let us know hi. I want to say a big hi to Dolores. She's sitting there in a lovely garden, just swinging away. Hi, Dolores.
And you know, she's my sister.
Me know, sir, your sister, you never give me time. She's the one that she does gospel dance out and dance rooms and the Zoom and all that. So next time we put her name up, please let us support one another.
Yes, yes.
All right, we've got Sister Anita also all the way from Milton Keynes. Can we give her a round of applause? Yeah. Now we've got Mother Cynthia, and I'm so glad that she's managed to come on. She and Miss Norma, when you know them, they don't know what time to get home. I don't know how they're managing this lockdown, but we have to, Lola, myself, or Venice will have to go through with her how to put her video on, and also Miss Norma. But thank you all, Sister Nate Rose, Marjorie, thank you for coming on. Mother Ware, give us a wave. Mother Ware, give us a wave. Olga, give us a wave. Give us a wave, Sister Elsie Sutherland. A wave, Beverly, Caprice, give us a wave. Pat Sinclair, give us a wave, darling. Sister Faith, give us a wave. Sister Sharon, give us a wave. Sister Venice, Sister Elsie Henderson, Sister Annette Montague, Dolores again, you get it twice. Pastor Counselor Patsy, lovely Jeanette. And who's this pretty one here? Beverly Hall Pike. Can you all put, Vinny, can you all unmute everybody? My mothers, give them a wave, Mom. Unmute everyone. And who have I forgotten? Pastor Beryl. See, she's hidden herself. You can't even see her. She's gone. And can we, last but not least, give a wonderful round of applause to Lola for conducting such a wonderful.
Did a great job. Great job.
And many years ago, Lola, I remember this young little girl on top of the stairs. There is no way you could say no to her. She's already put her foot in the ministry to volunteer before I even had a post for her. Right?
Thank God.
And every day, I tell you, she is above and beyond. When I had the stroke in 2015, most would have said, oh, Dorothy's not here, Dorothy's sick. But I tell you, she just ran and took the weight. She didn't just run. The weight of this ministry on her shoulder.
Thank God.
She made adjustment. Even when I was able to get back to the office, she made adjustment that I wouldn't even have to climb the stairs.
She's gifted.
So grateful to her. And guess what? She did all that. She not go have a little baby. She get married and have a little child. So I was so glad for her. But then she go back and get another one again.
Are you glad even more?
The thing about it, regardless, she's always there in the background, working, giving suggestions, supporting, right? So we want to continue to pray for her. She has a lovely husband as well, 2 young girls. She has to go back and get the boy. Business lockdown is the best time, isn't it? But never mind. God bless you all. And Sister Venice is just going to play some nice music to see us out. So here we go. Take care. And
thank you.
God bless.
God bless. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank you all. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Thank you for this time.
He's done so much for me, I cannot tell it all.
Oh, that's my music, man.
If I had 10,000 tongues, it still wouldn't be enough. Cuckoo, not what my really. When you hear completely. Cuckoo, my roping more. If he can you let we sing what shall I render to Jehovah? For he has done so very much for me. Come on, everybody! Actions, everybody! To Jehovah. I need to see actions. For he has done so very much for me.
Thank you, Jesus.
For he has done
Lord,
much
for me.
Thank you, Jesus.
All right.
Thank you.
Right.
Amen.
Bye.
Love you, everybody. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Counselor Patsy.
Thanks, Patsy. Thanks.